prove, I know. Love to stretch the truth, I know.
Lost it all. I want it back. I want the avatar. I want my honor. Like the I know now that no one can give you your honor. It's something you earn for yourself by choosing to do what's right.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good, y'all? We back again after a long month's wait. You know what I'm saying? We back in the building, ready to give y'all another episode of Nerds with Anime with PJ and myself. While we're getting set up and getting ready, for those who came and watching already tuned in, thank you for joining us tonight as we get into our topic of favorite MCs, general anime news going on.
Yeah, buddy. There we go.
And he's back.
We're back. All right. I don't know how my levels are. I think it's good right there. Boom, boom. All right. Just like you said, we're back, guys. What's up? Another episode. Super Shinobi Show. Did you say what the topic was?
I did. The favorite MCs, man.
Favorite MCs, part 2. This was like one of our first topics that we did when we first started 2 years ago. Throwback, for sure. And I felt like...
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. It's been 2 years?
Yeah. We started with 2019. November 2019 was our first show.
Holy shit. It still feels like it hasn't been that long. I don't know how it feels for you, but for me, it feels like it's yesterday we started.
Yeah, it does feel like we haven't been doing this for 2 years. It feels like a year, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we did take a long break, so technically, I guess a year. We took like 4 or 5 months off during a pandemic, which is like the opposite of what we should have been doing, but it is what it is.
Right.
All right. Oh, you still got that thing on you.
Oh man, that's you can't get rid of my Amaterasu, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them little black fibers come up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hot here.
So yeah. So we're over. We should just go over what we watched this last like few weeks. It's been a little crazy. You've watched some different stuff you don't usually watch.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you watch this time?
So man, like I said, I've been on Konosuba hard, bro. I finished the first season today. And I'm like feeling the isekai genre, bro. It's bringing back the familiar and early days when I first started watching anime. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really hitting home for me.
Yeah, dude, Konosuba, man. That's one of the isekais that kind of hits on all of like the fan service stuff like really hard, but for some reason, dude, it's just hilarious. Like there's other shows that can do fan service and it's not that funny. It gets kind of cringy sometimes. Yeah, sure. But what's his name? Kazuma?
Yeah,
Kazuma.
Hilarious. Like, wow.
His thief skills.
Yo, hey, no lie. When I first seen it, I'm like, what is he about to steal from his girl, right?
Yeah.
And then I said, oh Lord. I said, this is gonna be a show. It's one of those ones that, I gotta check, make sure no one's around, man.
Yeah, especially when you meet Darkness. That's when it's like, oh, okay, can't talk to so many people when Darkness around.
Oh Jesus. Darkness comes season 2. Who?
Oh, you ever met Darkness in Armor? Oh, she might be.
Yeah. Literally just talked about that, bro.
Okay.
That's the headless, the demon lord, right? Oh no, that's Verde.
Yeah, not her. I'm talking about man. I gotta figure out how far are you?
I literally just finished season 1 today.
You just finished. All right, let me see. Darkness.
11 or 12.
Konosuba. When does she pop up?
Is Darkness the Crusader?
Yeah.
Who's just the pervert? Just loves beating.
I try to put a picture on there, but dude, I don't know.
I literally only remember 3 names of the show. It's Aqua, Megami, and Cosmo. I don't remember anyone else.
And Megami?
Yeah, those are the only 3 names I remember.
I was like, you got to know Megami, right?
Megami, Aqua, and Kazuma. That's it.
Those are the only ones you got to remember. I think in season 2. What happens in season 2? Oh, season 2 has a secret episode they added at the end because it got removed. The last episode, I'll tell you right now, is not the season finale. The episode before it is the season finale. The one after is like, oh, let me show you the stuff they weren't allowed to show us during this episode. There's an episode when you're like, oh, it could have went farther. Thank God it didn't. And then they were like, oh, we could have actually gone farther. And then they did. And then you watch it.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that one. Yeah, this one right here. That's when I get on the screen.
Darkness is mainly.
Darkness.
I thought I would. You think I'd laugh at that character's gimmick? I think it's so weird, bro.
it's super weird. Super weird because she's like super wimpy, but like just wants to be dominated.
Take a thrash. Yeah, exactly. Dominated.
That's all she wants. Like, all right, I guess.
It makes no sense to me.
Megami's explosion, top tier.
Yeah.
Especially her whole speech before it.
Hey, no lie, I like the build up before you get the beautifully animated explosions. I like the build up so much. What the fuck is it? Fuck, I used to remember how the first like couple lines. Right?
I know. I'm like trying to look up her lines right now.
She become explosion, and then it's dead.
Megami Konosuba.
I don't even know if I should say this online, bro. But it's like, you know, when you get that one out, and it just takes the soul. That's Megami, man.
I can't. I don't know how to look that up. Oh, here we go. What does Megami say before she explodes? Let the hammer of eternity descend upon me. My name is Megami. I am the user of the finest magic crimson demons possess, and I command explosion magic. Behold my power. Explosion!
Boom. Yo, those magic rings, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, her explosion's sick though.
Yeah.
It's
it's top notch.
Especially that's like one of her big ones, the last one, right? I can't remember how season 1 ends. Season 2 is pretty crazy.
Season 1 was cool. I was into it, but I wasn't at the same time. Like I kept telling myself, all right, finish this season and then start how to not summon a demon lord. Yeah,
so that one you definitely have to look over your shoulder when you watch. Like every second. Whenever you think is a wholesome moment's gonna happen, it's not.
Jesus.
It's not. The whole thing is you're going to hell, man. You watch that show, that's it. You're no longer one of the innocents.
Oh god.
Show's hilarious though.
Myself into.
But it's funny though. It's funny. It's like imagine if you watched like Overlord. That's pretty much what it. Imagine Overlord, how OP like dude is, right? But then like add a whole bunch of fan service. That's what this is. It's funny though. It's funny. It's funny though.
All right, like I say, these isekai, this genre, bro. Like I wouldn't even. I don't know. You know, yeah, it's isekai, but with the amount of fan service that's in it, bro. Like I said, it's bringing me back to the original days when I first started watching anime. You know, you're a little kid, so like this stuff is all super fascinating to you. But like I said, I'm enjoying it, bro. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like I feel like I've been stuck in the shonen and like the adventure fighting like genre for so long. Like this just feels like a breath of fresh new air.
Yeah, I even took a small break off of Adventures of Dai for a long time, Dragon Quest, because I was too excited to watch like this little kid like beat up adults, and I was like, all right, I need to cool off of shonens for a little bit. Fell into an unhealthy, healthy obsession with Initial D. Like literally ran through the first season like in like a week.
That's terrible.
I do have to say though, anyone who looks at Initial D now, right, and goes, I don't really want to watch it, it's ugly. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Story's so good.
Story's super good. Even like the drifting, even though the CG is really bad, it still looks sick. Like the sounds are perfect because you know they had like real drifters working on this show. So like everything is right in that show. That's the crazy part too, is that everything they talk about with cars, all the techniques they use, like they're all like real drift mechanics. And then you got Takumi, who just, you know, he didn't make my list for top MCs because I can't fully understand dude. Pretty sure he's autistic, right? So you can't make fun of him too much in case he is.
Definitely.
But I do have to say though, like halfway through the first season, you're like, oh, okay, Takumi finally got this girl. All right. That's her. Yo. That was so uncalled for, man. That was
one of a kind.
And this, what was her name?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, you ain't gonna remember. I should remember that. Takumi, Initial D girlfriend. Natsuki. There it is. Natsuki. Yeah, man. She was for the streets, man. She was initially for the D for sure.
You hear in her name,
Natsuki. I mean, it starts off with her with, would you call him like Pop or something like that? The old dude that just drives her around and just says creepy stuff to her and she just laughs. Dude, you gotta watch that first. Just watch the first couple episodes. She gets a ride by this old man. He's just like, oh, you going to the beach with that guy? And she's like, yeah, I kind of like him. He's like, oh, you want me to buy you a bikini? And she's like, no, I have one. He's like, come on, I want to see you in another one. And you're like, yo, what am I watching?
Where is this going?
And then it just passes. Like it just, that's it. Like you don't find out who this guy is or what they do. It's very insinuated, especially when she meets other racer. And then dude literally looks at Takumi and he's like, oh, that's your girl? She was with me last night. She was like, oh my God, Takumi, I'm so sorry. And I was like, what is this? Dude, the show is so ridiculous because it's like Takumi, you can tell he's autistic because he just doesn't care.
He doesn't. After every race, he just keeps going. Like, you know, in real life, everybody's stopping their car, getting out the car.
He literally wins, goes home, drops off the keys, doesn't even say anything to his dad. His dad's like, did you win? And he's like, of course I did. Yeah. Like the first race. Dude, the whole first episode is him saying, oh, I don't like racing. I don't see what's so great about racing.
And then he just stumbles. He just falls into a race.
Yeah.
And keeps going.
Yeah, it's not even a race. He's trying to deliver tofu. And the dude won't pull over. So he's like, all right, well, I'll just.
Ain't no lie. As a kid, when they showed him, like, double pedaling.
Yeah.
Clutches, brake, gas.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that shit was amazing. As a
kid. Yeah. I mean, even now you watch it and you're like, whoa. And that was quick. Yeah, I mean, you know, average people who don't drive clutch will look at that and be like, yeah, he just hit 3 pedals. You're like, nah, he literally gassed, clutch, was able to brake, get out of that clutch and gas at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good show.
He was sea walking on them pedals, man.
It's a good show. It surprisingly holds up. You know, a lot of those old shows, like, hit or miss, right? Like, we can watch Trigun again because that shit's funny.
Easily.
I know a lot of people who I try to put it on now and they're like, oh, I couldn't do it. It's weird.
What?
Yeah. Some shows just, some people can't, but I feel like Initial D, as long as you like cars.
Yeah, it definitely sticks.
It definitely
if you
sticks.
like cars, it'll stick.
Yeah, if you don't like cars, I mean, I don't even know why you would watch it.
Right.
It's a good storyline, but it's all cars.
Dude, hey, no lie. Initial D started a lot of like of this current car culture right now, bro.
Yeah, when did Initial D come out?
88.
Manga dropped in 95.
Oh, what the fuck?
TV series started 95, huh? TV series 98. 98.
95.
95.
Great year.
Look Alive, 95. Yeah, 98. That's still pretty old.
It holds up, man.
It does hold up. It's surprising.
From that's 20 plus years, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising. What else you been watching?
You know, I'm gonna jump straight into it. I'm not gonna say it.
Might as well. Might as well.
You know, I've been on Tokyo Revengers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, is the best thing out, bro.
I'm telling people, this is already anime of the year. I mean, we got two more seasons. We have a fall and a winter, and I don't see anything in fall and winter that's gonna touch Tokyo Revengers. This plot will irritate anybody who thinks they know anything about plots. You watch an episode and you go, "Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I know what's gonna happen." Wrong.
Psych.
Psych. That's not what's gonna happen. Every time, man. It's good.
It leaves you on the edge of your seat every time, bro. Like you really try your hardest to foreshadow what's gonna happen, and you just can never hit the hammer on the nail.
And you can tell they're ending shows on purpose, like the way they are, to like make you angry and hooked. Like this last episode, right?
Yeah.
You can't just end it with saying the person that you're trying to like protect is gonna be the one who's just gonna murder everybody. Everybody. Like so we right now we're both thinking the same thing about this future of the plot. Like, all right, Takemichi is gonna have some talk right before he hits dude and does this whole like he's your family thing, right? That's what we all think it's not gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen.
He's probably gonna get his ass whooped, bro.
Dude, what if Takemichi sneaks a sleeper into Mikey, knocks him cold, becomes the new leader of Toman, just like that.
Bro, hell no. If that happened, I'm giving you a
yeah. If that happens, man, I'll take it all back. You know what I'm saying? The show's trash. They wouldn't do that.
Can you imagine? He just like one solid punch gets tore up.
Nah, I mean we saw him punch Kiseki, who I'm the most interested in. I am so interested about how sneaky and snaky this kid is.
Bro, you seen what he used to look like before he got into
yeah, with the weird nerdy thing. Yeah, I mean that's the scarier version of him.
Hey, no lie, you know what I think happens? So I ain't discussed it with nobody yet, bro. This is all brand new, hot off the presses. I think Kisaki can go in the past just like Takemichi. Cause I just feel like he just knows what's going on, how he moving around shit, bro. It's just something else got to be up, bro.
I like that. You know, I wasn't thinking that per se, right? But I was thinking that like, I was wondering if they were ever going to expand on the fact that he can go back and forth. Yeah. Like in my head, I was like, all right, maybe it's like a throwaway thing where it's like, hey, he has his powers, don't ask about it. The show's good. And we just accept it. Because I would accept it. If it ends and they never tell us how he's able to do that shit, I'm fine. As long as the end of this whole story is fantastic. But if they're gonna touch on it and they do what you say, oh man.
Bro, because look, I came up with this today too, right? So I'm like, why is this one guy hell bent on killing Takemichi?
Yeah.
Right, and then I thought about it to where the episode where he got out the hospital and Mikey and him talked on the roof. He was like, "Who the hell are you? Like, how do you know all this stuff happening or going to happen and just have these great instincts in this?" I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, if I'm Kisaki, right? If I know some shit is gonna go down, and I just know I need to put this piece of the puzzle right here and put this piece right there, and I'm gonna get what I want. Bro, you gotta know something. You gotta know more than what you're trying.
You know what's crazy? Now that you said that, it's almost really obvious they're setting it up. That's good. I like that because that is why Mikey keeps every moment. Mikey always goes, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Or like, and then it'll fade to black and it'll cut back and it'll be something different. Ooh.
They sprinkle it and then go.
Nah, not yet. Nah, y'all ain't ready for that yet. Yeah. We're okay. That show. After the first episode, I wasn't too keen on the show. I wasn't sure where that show was gonna go because I felt like it lied to us. Right? I felt like you watched the trailer and you're gearing up for Tokyo gangs and all this fighting and stuff, and it's not. The first episode is not that. You think Takemichi? Oh, okay, he got these badass people around him on the cover. Like, okay, Takemichi gonna be somebody, right. And he's the opposite of that.
My name's Weenie.
He's the opposite of that, man. But yeah, you got to stick with it. That show, man.
It definitely, you got to watch the first 3 episodes to.
Yeah, I mean the first 2. I mean after the second episode, I was pretty hooked.
Cause I remember I started and I was like, oh yeah, Tokyo Revengers, and we were talking about it, and I was like, you know, I don't know what it was, bro. Like for me, like the first episode was cool. Like, it was nothing like, I'm addicted to like where I am now, but I think after you kind of find out, like, all right, bruh's it's like the Naruto syndrome, right? You know, they make you feel bad for him, and then he like wins you over through his resilience.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of made me stick it out, because I gotta see, bruh. You got all these big dreams and aspirations to be something that you're not. Like, how is it gonna happen?
That's true. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll bleed this right into the topic of favorite MCs because I feel like we both had Takemichi on there.
Yeah, easily.
So Takemichi is a very interesting MC in anime because I feel like he falls into the like goofy, can't ever get anything done Naruto type, like you said. He's just goofy, always messes things up, is real resilient. But what he doesn't have is like he has the plot armor of Naruto, obviously, because he can go back in time. But he doesn't have like he doesn't power up anyway. That's the one thing. He doesn't power up. He gets angry and punches somebody, and it does nothing, and then he gets slammed into the ground.
He starts crying afterwards.
Yeah, like his one big like I'm gonna stand up to you moment was just him getting pummeled to the point where the dude like couldn't even stand up anymore.
Yeah,
Like it's a different MC. It's not one that's gonna fight back so per se and like get a bunch of kills and knock out a leader of was it a Valhalla? I can't remember the other group, which is weird. It's weird to think that a Japanese game picked Valhalla as their gang name, but
it makes sense once they break it down. Like,
yeah.
And like I said, I don't want to say too much because it's still ongoing. But I did want to ask you, bro, because we generally seem like like the similar stuff, right? Like the anti-hero kind of characters. What made you choose Takemichi, bro?
I think I think he's the definition of the little guy, right?
The underdog.
The underdog. I mean, he is the ultimate underdog, and he's trying to. In this last episode, he finally announced that he wants to be head of Tomen, right? Like anybody who watches that, there's no way you go, wow, he's brave. Like he's stupid. Right? That doesn't take balls to do. That just takes no brain to do, right? You don't walk up into a Tokyo gang and just be like to the leader and say, I'm going to be the leader.
Right. Dude laughed in his face.
Yeah. When you know in a split second, Mikey would just take your head off. Or even while you look at him, Draken will come behind and just snatch your soul, right? But the craziest part about this is that dude is just simping, man. Like all this at the end of the day is for a girl, which by the way has died
3 times now.
3 times, yeah, 3 times now. One was the most devastating one. The last one, the last one is the one you're like, all right, if Takemichi doesn't step up, like I don't know what else. I don't know what other motivation you got, man.
Thanks.
He was literally like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and it was like, no, smack. Oh,
No lie, bro. I hated that because then my nigga was Akun had that weak ass pompadour, bro. Like, bro, can somebody kill me? Please, I expect you to have a bald head. You don't look menacing, man. You just came straight out the salon and smashed the car, man.
The crazy part too. Another thing too is that realistically, Takemichi should just wipe Akun out. Like at this point, it's like, no, you're my boy. I'm gonna murk you now. I'm sorry.
This has to happen.
It has to happen. Like, because I literally watched you drive into my girlfriend, bro. And then got mad that I wasn't in it.
Right. Said you were supposed to be in the car. Like, bro, how you don't confirm I'm in the fucking car?
Yeah. And it's like you shine your lights at a car, you can see the silhouettes of people, right? Takemichi is taller than old girl. Mm-hmm. You should have saw her there. Damn, dude, I can't believe she just keep dying though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I laugh every time because it's just like in my mind, it's like it's Sakura. It's wasteless, pointless character, bro.
Yeah. But why'd you pick Takemichi?
See, now this is the interesting thing, bro. You know, I normally don't like these soft, crying, whining characters, but for whatever reason, bro, I feel like throughout this experience, him reliving his life, something's gonna change. But I feel like he gonna turn his gangster on. Like that's truthfully how I feel. I feel like at some point he gonna turn this gangster on. Still be the same person, but he just gonna, you know, what I mean, he move different. So like you know, I'm really enjoying watching his growth and development. Like you know, I still feel like you know he's dumb. Like let me tell you, he thinks one thing and the first thought he goes with, like he makes his mind up on that. Like you know, there's no thought process to anything he does. But I don't know. I just feel like eventually he's gonna grow out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like it. It does seem like every episode is like a new character growth for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the first couple episodes, he was still like a scary little kid. Yeah, that's interesting though. He is very very much a crybaby character. But yeah, I mean you can't hate him.
No. See, now I keep telling myself this too though, bro. I'm like, if this doesn't pan out the way I will, like, you know, I hope so, bro, I'm gonna be thoroughly disappointed.
Me too. If something weird happens and ends up being like aliens, you know,
Fuck,
right? Kiseki ends up being like an alien or something, right?
bro. I would never watch the show.
That'd be it. I would hate it so much. We wouldn't even talk about it on the stream. It would end, and then we would just talk about other stuff, and everyone could be sitting there like, I wonder when they're going to talk about Tokyo Revengers season finale. It's just if that happens, we're not.
No,
not at all.
Mm-mm.
That was the worst. That was the worst thing I could think of.
No, but I mean the alien thing, bro.
Yeah, that was the worst surprise ending I can think of. Twist.
You know, I that was so far left, bro. That was a genuine laugh, bro. Like I really thought that was funny.
yeah. I couldn't think of anything worse than it just, or Takemi's been dead this whole time. There you go. That would be a big fu.
I would laugh. I would laugh my ass off. That would be a great fucking ending.
He just wakes up and just like, are you okay? You fell, like you tripped and fell in front of a train. Oh, I got you. Where's whatever her name is? And she's still dead. That'd be the greatest ending. What are you talking about? She died.
He did all of this in his dreams right before his death too.
Yo, that'd be the greatest ending. That's the ending I want.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so funny. All right, so you got Takemichi. All right. So
who do you have for your other MCs?
So I'm one a little different, right? So all of them are kind of based on. Well, actually, no. Let's talk about the one that's been super random to me. But for some reason, the first name that popped in my head is Mob.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like Mob is very underrated as an MC. I feel like the show in its general is greatly underappreciated.
Okay, that's brand new. I've never heard anyone say that before. Explain that.
Because it's popular, right? We know it, right? But it doesn't ever get talked about. Mob Psycho is a fantastic show, right?
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful looking show. It's intense in its drawings, right? It's all over the place. Some people don't like the art style. I feel like it's what One Punch Man season 2 should have been, right? That's what Mob Psycho season 2 was. That was the animation we should have got for like all those Garu fights.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's what we should have got. But Mob Psycho somehow like does weird psychic funny stuff, but then still like develops Mob in like the weirdest way, right? Because you don't really see a growth in Mob, really. He's the same person for 2 seasons. He's the same, like completely oblivious to everything, right? Until the end of that second season when what's his name says he's a fraud and all that, right? And he goes, I know. Right? Then you got to look back at the rest of the episodes and you realize
he's new the entire time.
He's new the entire time that he was just like, oh yeah, but this guy's cool. He's just like, he gives me some money and we have cool adventures. And on top of that, it's not the fact that Mob doesn't want to use his psychic powers, right? It's just that he can't control them once he gets angry. And I feel like that buildup is like the perfect build. I feel like when they do the meter and it was like 25%, right? I feel like that's perfect because I feel like that's everybody. I feel like we're all Mob And
Yeah.
you sit there and like one thing happens, we're like, that's all right. And the meter fills up 25%. You go on with your day. Hey, watch where you're going. 65%. You're like, that was a big jump. That was a big jump. I gotta relax for a little bit, right? Bring it down to 50%, right? And as soon as you hit that 100, you're like, all right.
Who wants to die?
That's it, right? And you go straight into 100% mob, which is the complete opposite of what mob is, right? Mob is this easygoing, super nice guy, and when he's at 100%, he is destroying cities.
Different.
He is different. I still say that final fight in season 2 is still one of the best fights put out that year.
Oh yeah.
Or
not even
decade.
that year. But now, today.
Till now, that thing it was great.
Bro, ridiculous.
Ridiculously good. Yeah. I feel like Mob is very, very underrated. It is weird too because he's still like the OP MC character. He still falls into like all the tropes of a shonen MC. I don't know why he doesn't get the love. I guess you just can't wear a shirt with his face on it. It's not the most attractive shirt.
I'd rock a Mob shirt, bro.
Yeah, with the mushroom cut.
With the bowl cut and the blank face, bro. All day.
Yeah. So that's my first one. That's my first out there one. So I got 2 more. One is an OG. One's gonna make people mad. But I'll let you go. Ooh. Not mad, but they're not gonna agree with me at all.
Okay. So my second one, bro. I'm still reading the webtoon for this, and I'm still on the edge of my seat, bro. Jin Mori, bro, from the God of High School, bro. My nigga don't miss, bro. If I speak on what's going on with the webtoon, y'all not gonna know too much, but bro, I'm just gonna say this: his progression as a character has been amazing, bro. Like you see the young adolescent, teen, but he's much older than that. But in terms of his thought process, how he handles his emotions, how he decides when and when not to use certain powers, bro. It's so beautiful. The pacing of it keeps you on the edge of your seat because you go, damn, when is Jin gonna show up? You know what I mean? Is he gonna show up, bro? When everything seems like it's all going to fail, bro comes saves. It's typical superhero shit.
Yeah,
bro saves the day.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that. I'm still back with when Jin is stuck inside of the thing with the fake Monkey King.
Oh yeah. Oh, instead of the gorge. Gorge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where I'm still at. I haven't read anything past that in a while.
It takes off, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a long read though.
Yeah, I do have to say though, God of High School is a show that when animated, you don't get the full. Like it's good. Like you watch it and it's good, but for some reason, if you ask anyone who's read the webtoon, they'll tell you this is probably one of the worst adaptations of manga or webtoon almost in history. I can't believe how much they gutted. That was insane. When I reread the first season, you skip the whole meat and potatoes. It was so weird. You skipped the whole like what the story was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like because Crunchyroll took over that project, and I feel like Crunchyroll was just like, "Oh, you have really good fight scenes. Let's do that."
They wanted their money.
They did. That
was it.
Yeah, and they got it.
And it's so crazy too, because I remember I swear to God, I was an anime over manga guy for so long, bro.
You were
until I decided to sit down and fucking read. Bro, you miss out on so much.
So much.
For 3 minutes.
It's insane. Yeah. You miss a lot, which actually perfectly leads me into my next person. God, I can't remember say his name right. Yushiro from Seraph at the End.
Which one's that? Is that the brother or is that the
That's the main guy, not Mika. Mika is the brother. Okay. Yeah, Yui. They just call him Yui. I don't know. I've been reading it, right? So I was like, I'm gonna read it, and I think I got to like chapter like 40 or something, and I was like, all right, let me see how far I've made it so far in the anime, right? I already surpassed the anime. The stuff that they left out from the manga is insane. Like I looked at where they ended, and they ended right before the real story started, which is so weird. Which is chapter like 20. There's like
Bro,
100
elaborate,
chapters. Huh?
elaborate on that, bro. Because I watched the whole Sheriff of the End anime. I thought it was hella good. I was mad that there wasn't a second season.
Super good. So it ends with his trumpet going off, right? His angel trumpet, right?
Yep.
So angel trumpet goes out. Dude, that is just the beginning. So the angel trumpet goes out. I'm still not that far off. I'm still in this arc. Like when that trumpet goes off, that's like the start of like a really good arc. So then, so let's see. In the anime, did you find out that Gurren's demon is what's her name's sister?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find that out. They meet. By the way,
The captain, the girl.
yeah, the demon in there meets her sister because they're on the team. Like they meet. There's like a whole meeting and thing, and then you find out that Yui's sword is sisters with the vampire queen.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you froze on me. I thought you were looking down this whole time.
No. I've been looking at. I haven't been tripping, bro.
Yeah.
I've been in tune to what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Dude, it's insane. And I also feel like they left out a lot of character growth. Like as I was reading Syrup at the End, Yui's like growth was way too quick in the animes. He literally goes from like I don't like family to like, yeah, you guys are my family, like so quick. There is so much more in between. Just I guess it's more training stuff, which is why I guess they didn't show it. You're still frozen, by the way.
I'm trying to see if I can fix this.
It's insane, man. It's starting to feel like Black Clover. There we go. It's starting to feel like Black Clover. You know, like where Black Clover's at right now. He discovers his demon and he starts training. Like I feel like Black Clover did that because they're not doing Seraph at the End's second season. That's what it feels. It feels like they're like, hey, no one wants to read this or animate this. Don't worry, I'll just put it into Black Clover. It's pretty much going down the same way. Except now Yui is allowing like his demon to like take over his body a few seconds at a time, but he's like slowly losing his humanity. Like it's dark. It's a lot darker, which is probably why they also didn't continue it. But it's good. I'm telling you, man. I'll find a chapter for you where to start, like where the season ends. Maybe do a little bit before, or just start over. I mean, I'll give you this though. It's almost like One Punch Man. You got 60, 70 page chapters.
Shit, that's fine with me, bro.
Okay. It's all good. You'll probably skip like a lot of the beginning because it's all the same story. I'll tell you right now, for when he's a kid and his family gets slaughtered, it's still just as funny to read as it is to watch. And but it's exactly the same. Come on, man. You can't tell me that's not funny. We're just like, if you guys make it to the door, you're free.
Right. So go ahead. Go
run. And he was like, there's one.
I won.
There's two. Yeah, dude. Yeah, read that. Yeah, Yui. So Yui is, I feel like he was the epitome of what a shonen MC should be. It is, right? He was one of those like, I'll never abandon my friend types, but it was like, it's extreme. Like you'll see it when you read it. It's like to the extreme version of like, I'm going to save my friend, to the point where it's even like, yo, that vampire just tried to kill you. He's like, yeah, but we're on the same team. I'm going to go save him. And you're just like, whoa, this is weird. Like I have never seen anyone stick to his morals more than he has in that. And he's just like, you know what, man, this kid has been through a lot. And he's one of those people, one of those MCs too. And I feel like a lot of MCs like don't do this, and they always cry about the same thing, right? You know, you got Asta, I have no magic either, right? And you got Naruto, I know how you feel, I was lonely too. Like you got all those, right? But I feel like there's one part where Yui goes, I lost my whole family, and then someone just goes, yeah, we all did, and then they just start telling Yui how, like, yeah, I watched my dad get his throat slit. Like it's a chapter where like they just line up and tell Yui how he lost his family. And after that, he just don't say it anymore.
See, bro, I just threw it in my queue, bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This.
It was good, man. It's kept me up. It's thrown off my sleep.
Damn.
It's thrown off my sleep. There's some days I'll finish a chapter and be like, fuck, it's like 3:45 in the morning. Like, it's like 3:45, but that's not 4. So if I read another chapter, I could be done by 3:55 and still sleep before 4 technically, because I won't look at my phone. If I don't look at my phone, it ain't 4 o'clock yet.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I do. So yeah.
Damn.
And I feel like too, Sarah at the end. So I don't know, man. I read the whole thing, and I feel like this should have been a better show, but the show was good, right? You probably seen it more recent than I have.
Yeah, no, I think the show was good.
The show was good. I just don't. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it a lot. I try to recommend it to people. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like vampires and demons. I do feel like they dumbed it down a little bit. It is a lot darker
In the anime,
in the manga. The manga, they do keep like talking about hate and hate. Feed your hate. You hate them, right? Hate. And I feel like that wasn't in the anime so much.
No.
Yeah, there was a lot. The demons play a huge role in it, which is, I don't know why they don't do it. I feel like if they animated the second season, we would like the second season more than the first season.
Right. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Who was the studio behind that? Was it Period?
Ooh, Seraph. You know, for some reason, after I watched it the first time, I want to say for at least a year, I was calling it Sepra. I was getting the P and the R mixed up. So I kept telling people, you should watch Sepra at the end. And they're like, dude, I can't find it. And I was like, Sepra. I was like, oh, Seraph. I don't even know what the fuck a Sepra is.
Right, what the fuck is a Seraph?
Let's see. It was made by Wit. Oh, this is Wit Studios' very first show, isn't it? No, it's not.
What?
Fourth show. The first show was Attack on Titan, duh. What a way to start off your career as a studio.
Jesus Christ, 2005? So that means I must have watched it.
2005.
It's
crazy. I remember watching Attack on Titan's first season live, but I felt like Seraph at the end was already out, but I guess not.
I said 2005. I meant 2015.
Oh, God, I agreed with you. I said 2005 with you. 2015.
Fuck.
But yeah, Attack on Titan came out in 2013.
Damn, I was in high school still.
Damn.
I swear I thought I was out of high school. I remember watching it as the episodes came on Hulu.
Damn, 2013. That
seems like a lifetime ago, didn't it?
Jesus, 8 years?
I had hair back then.
Jeez, okay. Yeah. So Yui, once you read it, you'll see why he's on it. He's a completely different person in manga, and I feel like, and I had this on my notes, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna say it because I feel like I do this every podcast. Mm-hmm. But Seraph at the end is the better version of Demon Slayer. It's exactly the same show. I was watching it and I'm like, is this what Demon Slayer was like? Hey, we're gonna do everything opposite of Seraph at the end, and that's gonna be the show. I wrote it on here comparison to Kimetsu no Yaiba, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it.
Give me no examples, bro.
Huh?
You can't say that and not give me no examples, bro.
I mean, think about it, right? So it's you got Yuichiro, whole family gets slaughtered.
Yep.
Tanjiro, right? Oh, but there's one member survives, and he's not human anymore.
Okay.
Right?
Damn.
But
okay,
not only is he not human, he is the opposite of what
That's
the humans are fighting. Right? Humans are fighting demons. Humans are fighting vampires.
Exact story.
It's the exact same show. Oh, it gets crazier. And then Yuichiro wanders aimlessly, right? Falls down, gets found by a person who happens to teach him everything he knows about sword fighting. He grows up and he joins a team of other sword fighters, of swordsmen.
Bro, it's the exact same show to the T. Think about it too.
It's the exact same show.
Falls to a new power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it gets, because we know where Demon Slayer is going, the comparisons get bigger. Because you look at, like, right before Demon Slayer ends, right? That whole arc that everyone's going to go crazy for is going to be the most annoying year of our lives. Hold on. Can you hear the alarm?
Nah.
Okay. Kate's alarm's going off, but she got headphones on, so she don't hear it. It's just going off. But I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So everywhere it's going is already what Yushiro is going to. It's the exact same show, bro. It's
Yeah. Do it. Let's do it.
but done a lot better. But done a lot better because of the one thing that Demon Slayer is missing, which is a correct resolve for Tanjiro. That is now my number one defense against Demon Slayer now. Anytime people say, "Why that show's good," it's all about like him trying to avenge his family. No, it's not. He got the wrong resolve. Tanjiro shouldn't be trying to protect his sister. He should be teaming up with her because she's stronger and killing everybody, which is exactly what Yushiro does. He teams up with Mika and goes, "Mika, my family is strong, but with you, we're even stronger because you're my family." He's like, "No, I don't want to fight with other humans." He's like, "I don't care. We're family. We're going to stick together and fight." "No, Yushiro, you shouldn't do it. It's not safe." "No, it's fine. You're stronger than me. We're going to fight together." That's how Demon Slayer should have been. Yeah. Should be like, "Nezuko, you awake? We got some smoke to hand out." She should get out. It should be sick, dude. Like, Demon Slayer should be a lot better than this. I'm telling you. Right? Because it should be like Seraph at the end when he's like calls out his sword's name and it engulfs and gets sick. Wait till you see it in the manga. Because in the manga, when like the sword like ignites, like you can see like the character come out of it sometimes, like the demon in it. It's so sick. And yeah, I was really trying to avoid talking crap about Demon Slayer this episode, but
it just come pop back in, man.
Because it's the exact same show. Like I couldn't sit here and not tell you it's the exact same show.
Bro, I didn't when you said it at first, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And then, like I said, I put some thought to it. You start naming them examples out. I'm like, bro, they literally stole that shit.
You should have seen me when I was figuring it all out. Because I was like, oh, this kind of looks like Demon Slayer. And I was like thinking about it. And I was like, no, the plots are kind of different, right? I mean, he does. Oh, no, he loses his family too. Oh, but then, oh, no, his brother is also. Oh, but then, oh, he does join a team of other swordsmen. No, but then they don't ever team. Oh, they do team up with vampires. Oh, crap. Oh, same show. You know what the funny part is? You can find the biggest Demon Slayer fan. You can tell him to watch Seraph at the end. I guarantee he doesn't like it. I guarantee he don't like it because it ain't flashy. But it is, though. Like, you watch it, and it's still a flashy show. It's not, it's not UFO Table, who, by the way, is in trouble now. Oh, I should have added that to my news. We should have talked about that.
Because The Office, in the hours, they still got them working these crazy hours, but they get
No, that was for, that's Mappa. Mappa's in trouble for bad work conditions. UFO Table is in trouble for not paying anybody.
What the fuck?
Yeah, not paying anybody. Also work. It's always work conditions. In Japan, it's always work conditions. So they got bad work conditions too. But UFO Table has like not been paying people according to how popular Demon Slayer is.
That's crazy. Yo, I'd be pissed if I was on that team.
Hell yeah.
Do you think about how much money they've made and you ain't cut a check to the people who made this possible?
Yeah, can you imagine like when your friends are like, yo, you're an animator for Demon Slayer? Like, yeah, oh, that's so sick, dude. That show made how many millions? And you're just like, yeah. Can I get a McChicken and a 10-piece? Yeah, that's all. You charge extra for ranch? No, I'll just take one day. Right?
They're like, where you staying at now?
Yeah.
My car.
Yeah, it's there's sometimes down there. Just I'm in a van down by the river.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be all over this place in this podcast, but there's also some other news I want to jump into. You have any more MCs? I got one more, and I'm saving them to the end because I don't know how this discussion is gonna go.
Ooh. Nah, I'm good. I'm good with those two. I'm curious to see what your last one is. Let's talk about this news and let's finish off on that.
First thing I wanted to show, right? They put out what Redestro looks like.
Yeah, that's what I figured he looked like.
Let's see. This is gonna be a good arc, man.
The
As
best
as as
superhero.
crappy as the arc is right now. Or have you been watching it?
No,
No.
I stopped. I want to say like 3 or 4 episodes into the season. I was like, I just can't do it no more. Like, bro, I'll binge it one day. You know, I told myself I'll get really drunk and just watch
Yeah.
it all throughout.
So apparently, the next season isn't gonna start in My Villains. We forgot one. It's the it says it right here. Internship of Endeavor's Agency arc. Remember? That's the
We did that last episode.
that's with
It
this
said
guy.
The
What
intern.
the heck? I guess I don't have it. I thought I had a picture of the guy. They show what that guy looks like now too. Ending.
No, we spoke on it last episode. We talked about the internship. Then
And then it's gonna be this, the Meta Libertarian Army.
oh right.
Yeah, I forgot it all flows. It all flows together like that. Man, it's crazy to think where this show is, and then where we are reading it. I'll tell you guys right now. This has been a roller coaster of emotions reading My Hero. We have
Yeah.
gone through this manga sucks to holy
the
crap, did you read this? This had to be the greatest arc I've ever seen in my life. To so is it gonna end soon? And then it went into like wait, what? And then now we're here and you're like what? I can't explain, guys, what this arc is. Just know that Deku needs to shower. He probably hasn't eaten yet. He don't.
Jeez.
But I tell you right now, this fight scene, that's about to go down, or went down. Oh, I didn't read today.
I was just gonna say, did you read today's?
It's today the fight. Was it? No.
Nah,
Okay. I'll read it. I'll read it. But I'm not gonna say too much. You guys can speculate all you want, but it looks like a part 3 fight is coming up between certain people.
Bro, it I wouldn't even say part 3 to that, bro, because based off of what happened, it fucking honey. What they say on fucking with James Franco? They honey dick
honey dicked
or whatever. What do you say? Honey pot, whatever.
honey pot. Yeah, you got honey potted.
That's exactly what they did to it,
And
bro.
that goes back into it's been a roller coaster with this manga, guys. But I do have to say, all the bad stuff is out the way. This last season that we watched, or you guys watched, because I didn't watch it, is the worst out there. There is an arc I think is going to be terrible, but I feel like it's flashy enough and like hoorah enough to where people like it. It's it's like the start of where we're at now. Like people are gonna love that version of Deku. People are gonna go crazy over that. I hate it.
You are. You hate it.
I don't. I don't. It's not believable, man. It's not. It's sick. It's not believable, man. You don't really think that's Deku, you know?
Let me ask you this, man. When you're obsessed with something, it changes your personality, doesn't it?
Do you call this obsessed?
I do, bro. I think a fear of something causes this obsession.
Okay, I guess it's a fear of everyone dying. What's his fear?
Because think about it, bro. You've read the chapter before last.
Mm-hmm.
How he's explaining, whatever he's explaining, bro. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. I gotta. It's like the obsession is beating All for One, right?
Yeah.
It's like a druggie with the Rock. The Rock is the obsession. All for One's the dealer.
Yeah.
You know, if you got that's how I see it, bro. That's how I see it.
That makes sense. I can. We'll see. I don't know what he's up to, but it'll be interesting. All right. Next little bit of news. I didn't get to. Is there like a video to watch? I didn't watch it yet. It's a teaser video. I didn't get to watch the teaser video yet, but we got.
I'm glad the movie
Dragon Ball Superhero. Dragon Ball Superhero. I hate that they put super That's the first title of their movies. Now it's Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Stupid.
See, I feel like Toriyama is just a giant troll at this point. I feel like Toriyama just does stuff because it's funny, and then he realized he probably dug himself into a hole, and then he just kind of...
You know, eventually they're gonna fuck around and make Dragon Ball Heroes canon.
Yo, no.
He gave up hope on. He wanted Dragon Ball to end so long ago. He gave up hope. He just stopped getting fucked.
He gave up. He's given way too much material now. He's all over the place. Yeah, it's if he makes Heroes canon, he will never be able to retire.
Ever.
Because you got to explain all that. You got to explain how 3 Gokus just fought each other.
Biggest troll ever. They're different universes.
But I do have to say, where the manga is right now is weird. Have you seen? It's...
Whoa, bro!
It's good. It's good, but I feel like it's...
What the hell's going on, man? You gonna solve me, bro?
You don't think this OP dude is just like, I don't know?
It's the typical
like,
Dragon Ball plot.
But he's like overly OP, but I don't really see how he's like, I don't know. Power level doesn't make sense. He's OP, but he hasn't really shown anything OP.
Dragon Ball power levels never made sense in Dragon Ball.
That's
bro.
true. That's true. That's true. Although
it's a typical Dragon Ball plot. You get this super OP villain. One of the two goes down. Normally it's Vegeta, but this time it's Goku. Then, as the one comes back, they're both going to power up together and fight this guy and defeat this guy somehow.
Well, I know I didn't spoil it because I saw spoilers everywhere for it. Vegeta's new form, right?
Yeah. Spoiler. I mean, it wasn't a spoiler, man. It came out.
It's a spoiler. It's a manga. No.
It came out 2 days before the manga did.
That's true.
Yeah.
Spoiler did come out too. Always. Dragon Ball gets released so early. The spoilers and stuff for it. How do you like his? Have you seen what people think it's gonna look like colorized?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of different versions.
Yeah.
So far, the one I liked the most was the one I thought what it was too, like with the purple aura.
The purple one. I like the purple one.
Yeah, I think that's the most believable one.
The purple one's sick. I don't know about the no eyebrow thing.
I like it, bro.
Yeah.
I like. It reminds me of Super Saiyan 3. Like to me, I still think Super Saiyan 3 is the best looking.
Yeah. I think it's very befitting for the type of power Vegeta has. I'm not gonna ruin that for people because that right there is insane already.
I'm sorry, PJ. I gotta touch on this, bro. This to me, I think is going to be like, you know how Goku's normal thing is Super Saiyan God red, blue. Now, I feel like this is going to be Vegeta's new thing now. Like you know, like how when you first had Super Vegeta with the Super Trunks when they're all buff and shit. I feel like this is going to be that new normal for him now, bro.
I think so. Just like how Goku can just snap on blue.
Yep.
I think this is going to be it.
I really hope it's purple, though. I hope they don't end up putting him in this yellow or the typical, you know what I mean, Super Saiyan stuff. Because, bro, I think this God of Destruction Saiyan form thing is going to be off the wall.
It's going to be sick, man. It's going to be sick. I'm excited for it. So apparently new technology display visual expressions. I don't know what that means, but I guess we can see different expressions of Goku. I mean, Goku doesn't have many emotions, but I guess this film will look better. I don't know. Broly looked really good.
Yeah, I thought.
But look at this. Toei reveals a new unnamed character in design. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I have seen it.
What do you think, man? And tell me why you think it's phony.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not for the yin and yang thing, the thing one, thing two gimmick. I'm not for it, bro. Like, I think it's so stupid. The dude with the one on his chest, he has one dorsal fin. On
he's one. This is two.
And then two has two. Like,
do you think they combined? And when you do, do you think they combined to 12 or 3?
Oh no, they're gonna go to 3.
3 horns.
And 3 horns that'd be super fucking buff, like Broly buff.
It's always buff. That's my favorite part about Dragon Ball is that power ups are always buff first.
And
you see Piccolo.
Yeah, I did like that they made Piccolo look more like his original.
Yeah, see that they added a yellow on his arm now. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the pink, man.
Yeah, I like that. Pan is old now. I feel like Pan is gonna be. They have a chance to redo Gohan right here, right? Because Panda's part Saiyan too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like trying to figure out whose kid is. Yeah, Gohan's kid, right?
You know what I hate most about Dragon Ball, bro? I have to touch this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They said in Z that half breeds are stronger than full-blooded Saiyans.
Yeah, that's why I said this is their time to fix their mistakes.
If they don't right their wrong with Pan becoming the greatest Saiyan to touch the earth, this series is unredeemable.
Yeah. Plus, I think it'd be crazy for women too. Can you imagine all of like the sexist nerds out there when this becomes the strongest being?
Piss the fuck off! That's not real. They just did that for women, bro. They'd be having a fucking terrible day.
And I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be Miles Morales all over again.
Exactly. Please tell me you were around for the forums when it was in circulation that Donald Glover
was? Oh yeah.
Bro, that had to be the funniest shit I've ever read in my life, bro.
Yeah, dude, they were going in on Donald Glover.
They did not want to see no black Spider-Man ever, bro. Ever. Live action? Never.
Yeah. Have you seen Donald Glover's like first stand-up? He talks about it.
No, wait.
So he talks about it, right? And he's like, I read all the forums. He's like, shouldn't have, but I read it, right? He said, Spider-Man can't be black. He goes, Spider-Man can't be black. He's like, why not? Wouldn't you love to see a movie where Michael Cera plays Shaft?
Yeah. I did see that. That was his first on Comedy Central.
Yeah. That'd be, yeah. I'm happy he got to play Spider-Man though, the animated TV show. Well, Miles Morales made his first appearance.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And then he was in the Spider-Man 2, something like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you this: how do you feel about Krillin's new white eyes?
So I had to go back and figure out what they were talking about.
Because they used to be his skin tone.
It used to be his skin tone. I don't know why I didn't have an issue with it before.
I'm not gonna lie, to me, I think it's a little weird, man. Like, I miss when Krillin was like, I feel like now he looks like a regular human. Before, man, like, you know.
Yeah, so when I first scrolled, I scrolled this far. So I didn't see Krillin, right? I saw this and I was like, yo, what do they have these little kids? Is this Goten? I was like, what is Goten doing in his police out? Goten is a police cop now? And I was like, oh, it's Krillin. And I was like, oh, his eyes. Is that what's different? His white eyes makes him look like he's Goten.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
this one mostly. Not this one. This one looks like Krillin.
Yeah, the one on the left with your arrow, with the mouse on, that one looks like Krillin.
This one looks like a Saiyan.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. That's weird. All right. New character designs appear in the film. Premiere 2022.
Yep.
Toriyama's in it, so you know Vegeta's going to get whooped.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else we got? Did you find any news?
Yeah, bro. So I don't know if you know this, but Jujutsu Kaisen was on a hiatus, bro, for like a month and a half for the manga. The new manga came out today, but also they're coming out, you know, the film. 2 years from now?
2022. So next year.
Yeah.
That's actually not even that far from now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
The plot of it, I'm actually like excited for. I don't remember if I read this correctly because I kind of skimmed over this quickly because I figured it matched up. It aligned kind of with what the manga is talking about, or previously talked about with what's her name, Mai's parent, her dad.
Yeah. So apparently, I read that the main character of this movie is about to be introduced, or just got introduced in a manga or something like that. Yeah. It is about to be introduced in season 2 or something like that. So this was supposed to be like an intro to the character. Yeah.
Mai and May's dad.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some crazy character too.
Hey, no lie, PJ, bro, you're gonna love this fucking movie.
Yeah.
If they do it right, like I would tell you, read the manga.
Done right.
The manga was, I was like, bro, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I mean? It was one of those, like he was Suge Knight and shit. I'll put it like that. He was Suge Knight.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about then. Okay.
Bruh, yeah, it's one of those ones you just gotta experience it. I can't. It doesn't matter what I say. You just gotta experience it on your own, bro. The nigga is crazy. Like he's so OP. It's like Maple. Somebody is so OP, you can't hate but to like them.
Okay, so that's like it's like a Satima. That's like too OP. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I can't think of a character. I can't think of a character. I wish you would have watched Accelerator.
Yeah, what the
Scientific Accelerator.
Oh yeah.
Because he's the ultimate villain, anti-hero for sure. He's for sure a villain. Like I call him a villain all the times, but he's technically he saves people at the end. But he saves people. He was like, but I'm also gonna murder everybody. If I'm gonna save you, I need to murder everybody. And I'm like, all right. I forgot he has like the highest like recorded kill count ever announced in an anime, something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Let me look at Accelerator, whatever, auto correct. Kill count. All right, Accelerator's kill count. How many accelerators did he kill? He is at 10,000. So yeah, 9,800 people he's killed. They show it. They show most of it in like one giant montage of him just murdering 10,000 people. And this is like it's like one day. He just goes out and
he just decided to go stroll and just knock heads off. Just...
Yeah. I mean, you can watch. It's a very easy show to watch. You should watch it. It's one season. You won't get there's a lot of like reveals. You're like, oh, that's from Magical Index, but you don't need to watch Magical Index. That's not something you should watch. Accelerator though, you can watch that by itself. They just won't explain why they have powers and stuff. That's from the original, but just know that he got powers.
Okay,
that's all you gotta know. He got powers. You'll see him because he's like this. He like walks with a crutch too because he's like partly sick and he has like this earphone that like that numbs his powers. But when he numbs his powers, he can't really walk. His body's like broken, so he's like crippled. And he's like, oh, okay, time to work. Turns it on, throws his crutch, power out.
So it's like as if what's his name, Timmy from South Park.
Yeah, like, was only on crutches because he was suppressing his power. He's not allowed to have his. He's not allowed to be at full power all the time. That's how strong he is. He's not allowed. He's not allowed to even have. I know. Can you imagine? I I like how I just glanced over it like it was a normal thing. Like, yeah, Timmy's a superhero. What the fuck do you mean?
Can you imagine? If I take the breeze off, it's going to be a world problem for you. And he kicked them crutches off. He kicks those crutches off. And it's like, who the fuck is this thing? Fuck.
Oh, can you imagine? And he's sitting there talking shit, and he's like screwing his two crutches in together. He's sitting there. He's looking like Gon, right? When Gon gets his full ki going, he becomes an adult. He's just standing there, shirt too small because he grew. Screwing his thing in.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Timmy's special move, silent but deadly. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I'm crying.
all right, that was good. We're gonna hell for that, but that was good.
Fuck.
It's all right. We gotta go to church. We gotta go to church next Sunday. All right.
And then he's yoked all of a sudden.
All right. Okay. All right. Here's some news I'm not super excited for. But I was when I clicked on it and then I watched the trailer. We're not gonna watch it because I'm tired of getting copyright strike.
Yeah.
But this here before I show you what it looks like, I'm sure you saw this. Blade Runner is getting an anime. We don't care about Alessia Carr's thing, but
what?
Right? Blade Runner is getting an anime. Was excited, right? Then I heard it was a Crunchyroll original. Got less excited. Then I saw the trailer and got even less excited. It is very, very CG. Like I could probably play a quick second of it.
I don't even want to look at that shit. It looks like the Akita Battle Girl movie.
Yeah, which by the way was good, but yeah, I'm not excited for that. The trailer looks and the poster looks sick though. Like that poster hit. Like I like this little Lotus here.
Mm-hmm.
Little, but I need a new cyberpunk show. I don't know. What's it called? 3 Psychopaths season 3 was very disappointing.
Really?
Yeah, there's a reason why it was an Amazon Prime exclusive, and why no one fought for it.
They failed that hard, huh?
Dude, it's like Amazon gave them a bunch of money, and then they were like, "Ooh, CGI."
No,
Mess it up, man.
can't do that.
They messed it up, just like they messed up this recent season of Ghost in the Shell. So they put out a new season of Ghost in the Shell, and somebody was like, "Don't watch it," and I was like, "But it's Ghost in the Shell. I gotta watch it."
Wow,
It was so bad. I think it was a Netflix exclusive. Netflix either hit or way miss.
Bro, let me ask you this: how do you feel about was it something of Ragnarok and then
Record of Ragnarok? So I've heard that was one of the most disappointing shows ever. So I had to watch it.
Yeah,
and I was disappointed.
I can't believe you did it. I heard it was animated beautifully, but everything else was terrible, god awful.
Yeah, I don't think I can describe how bad it is. It's a show you watch. So the very first fight scene, right, will make you go, all right. It's not Baki, but all right. I'm in for it. Everyone got different powers and just a fight. I'm in for this. And then like people start talking and you're like, ooh, okay. So no English, go to Japanese. It's not any better. I don't know, I know in Japan, when it comes time to voice act, they're not handpicked in Japan because they're all busy. It's pretty much whoever's available gets to be in the show, right?
So,
just like how Demon Slayer was perfect timing, right? Demon Slayer got the perfect cast. I'll give them that. Everyone casted for a Japanese voice in Demon Slayer does a really good job.
Yeah.
This is the opposite version of that. They probably were like, hey, we should let's record the show on like Saturday. And you're like, what? Saturday is like the most busiest day. No, we'll do it Saturday. Just give me whoever's left over. And they're like, no, everyone's busy. We only have like these people. Like that's how I feel like the actors are. It's like they gave them the list and they're just like, but only these people are available. And you're like, God damn it, I'll take them. Then they get in the studio and you're like, oh God, can we fix that in post? Like it's really bad. Voice acting terrible. The plot, I don't even know what it is. I think they're fighting for something. I don't know.
Sounds like we're gonna do some parody work, man. Get some VA work done, man.
It's bad. It's a bad show. It's a bad show. It's not even a show to where you can just watch the fighting and be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, oh, good fight scene, and then it just like cuts in the middle of a fight scene, and then you're just like, oh, I hate this. Oh no. It's that whole TikTok meme. Just no. That's what that show is.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't think it's
bad.
You out of me.
The show's bad. It sucks, man. I feel like Netflix has had the opportunity to make some really good things, and they like kind of did it. You know what I mean? Like they kind of made a show.
What do you think they hit on?
So it's like Blood of Zeus, right?
Yeah.
You watch it, first few episodes, you're like, oh, okay, this might be pretty good. And then they give you a whole episode where no one talks. And then he kills Zeus. You're kind of like, okay, that was pretty bad, right? Like, that could have been sick, right? That could have been an epic showdown, right? With thunder crashing. Like, can you imagine just every strike, like thunder, and he's like dodging Zeus as Zeus is like thunder punching or whatever he wants to do. Giant hammer. I don't know what Zeus has. Lightning bolts. It could have been sick. It could have been God of War, right? Then you got Yusuke, right? I argue with this people all the time. They go, oh, Yusuke was terrible. You liked it? And it's like, yo, I liked it because I support Lakeith, right? And if you watched it in sub, like you're a terrible person, support Lakeith because he did a fantastic job voicing it. I'll tell you right now, the voice acting he did for Yusuke was the only reason why anyone should watch that show.
Mhm.
Perfect acting. He's a great actor, right?
So I have to say something because I watched both sub and dub.
Mm-hmm.
To me, they both were terrible.
You didn't like his work?
It was cool. Like, you know, it was cool. I just overall, man, to me, I thought it was so dumb. Like they had a show, and this is where the political side of me gets tangled into my emotions, right? You have a show where Black lives are like the pinnacle of media right now. Like this is all media is focusing on, and then you come up with a Black anime with the actual real story of a Black man in Japan, and he's not even a fucking main character.
Yeah, so the issue on the show was that everything that was true about Yusuke in real life, they skipped it. And it was flashbacks, right? The whole legend of Yusuke is that war that they kept referring back to. That's the whole actual story of Yusuke, which is what we should have got. Even the flashbacks were more interesting than the actual story. When he was dealing with old girl with the flower, and then like that was a really good. That should have been the season. I am down to watch Yusuke fight in a war as he's like falling in love with someone from the other side, and I watched that. I don't know what the hell they gave us there. They gave us some weird kid who decided she had secret powers and can fully control them just because she's angry.
So stupid, bro.
It was bad. It was bad, but I defend it because, man, like, do you remember what his first anime, like, dip into the anime world was?
Lakeith?
Yeah. You know what it is, and you're suppressing it because it's bad. It's a bad thing.
What? Something with hentai.
He played L. He was L on Death Note.
Fuck. What the fuck? Are you serious?
Did you forget that? The live action, he's L.
Oh, I didn't watch the live action.
Oh, okay. So the live action, he's L.
I was never going to support that, bro.
Listen.
I saw
him as no. Listen. All right.
Once I saw
it doesn't matter. No one listens to me about it anyway. I try to tell people that it actually wasn't a bad movie if no one knew what Death Note was. Listen. Very, very hard to do.
Like you saying the live action Dragon Ball Z movie was good.
No, that's a terrible movie as a movie. I'm saying if you took this, right, and you go, hey, Pops, he doesn't know what Death Note is, right? Hey, Pops, watch this movie with me, right? I bet you like it. Maybe not, but you find someone who doesn't know what Death Note is, this movie is pretty good to them. To us, it's terrible. Here, I'll go on the record right now. It is a terrible movie. It shouldn't be made. It's up there with how bad Dragon Ball is, right?
Don't jump the fence now, man. Don't jump the fence now,
no,
man.
It's a terrible movie. But I'm saying, as a standalone movie, not connected to an anime, because they made changes to it, right? Besides the fact that he's white now, like some white kid. Everything else was there. I'm telling you, the suspense behind it was there. Lakeith playing L was very different. I'm telling you.
So L was black in this movie.
Yes.
Did he have dreads?
Huh? No, he had short hair, but he sat there, ate his little cake, sat there, he mumbled real fast. Like
Did he sit on the chair like L? I'm just curious now.
He what? Yeah, he sat just like L. Knees up like this. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, Lakeith killed it. He killed it as L. It's unfortunate that it's that movie, right? But I'm telling you, man, he did a great job. He did a great job as L. Movie's awful. I don't even know how we got to this topic. All right, speaking of awful. Oh, did I just close it? No, it's still here. Nope, I closed it.
MC?
All right. No, before we get to that, I just have something real quick. I don't know if I'm going to read it, but Bleach has a new one-shot.
What?
Yeah, Kuba dropped a one-shot.
Why?
Coming out August 10th.
Look how phony Ichigo looks, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, a little bit older. It's the 20th anniversary, that's why. Here you go. Yeah, Ichigo was invited to Soul Society for a certain ceremony, but I mean, it's a good way to start promoting 1,000 Year Blood War, right? So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll say this every time we talk about the 1,000-year Blood War. If this isn't one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, I never want to hear anyone talk to me about Bleach again. This is all they got. Anytime I go, Bleach is terrible. No, 1,000-year war. 1,000-year war. It's the craziest arc ever. All right. I mean,
We'll see.
We'll see, man. I just finished Chimera Ant. That shit blew me away.
Chimera Ant arc could go crazy.
Chimera Ant, it's insane. You know, we got Sao coming out, so you guys can finish up the Anchored arc. Too bad it's a movie, but you know, it'll be a beautiful movie though. You know that for sure.
Yeah.
You saw the trailer, right? You saw the other gleaming eyes with the red. Yeah, that fight's gonna be sick too. It's gonna be sick.
I forgot that it was coming out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hmm?
I forgot that the Sao movie was coming out.
I'm waiting for it. Yeah, I finished. You should read it though, just so you can see the differences. It's a good read. Yeah. It's cool. All right, you ready for the
big reveal?
The big reveal. All right. Let's like put a picture up of him, huh?
Let's see where this goes, man.
We're gonna use this one. All right, because if I'm gonna talk about him, he got to look sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so hear me out. I'm gonna sit up for this. Hear me out. Look at the screen. Hear me out.
You're a fucking bandwagoner, PJ.
No. Hell no. Hell no. Don't ever. You can't ever look at me and say, "Oh, you're a bandwagon for Boruto." You know that I am probably the only person that has been watching Boruto weekly since the first episode. No one else has ever dedicated that much time. So no one else understands Boruto like I do. All right? What
No. No one can understand Boruto like you do. You sound like a simp to me.
No, listen. We went over this the last episode. Boruto is all of us, and that is why we hate him. We hate Boruto because he reflects how our life was when we were growing up, right? Everybody was that special kid, right? Not everyone can relate, but I'm sure everyone had like, you know, your parents, everyone's like, oh, your dad's so cool, right? Like everyone was Boruto. You look back at Boruto before he gets these powers, he is all of us as kids in the 90s and 2000s. Just doing a bunch of nothing, messing stuff up, having the teachers constantly tell you, oh, you're wasting your potential. How many times have you heard wasting your potential growing up? We are Boruto. You know what happens when we wanted to learn something quick? We learned it quick. Remember? We were just like, oh, yeah, I want to learn how to do that. And next you know, super sweaty at the game, right? We are Boruto, guys. No one likes to admit it. And that's why we hate it. Because you see Boruto, like, look at this stupid whiny kid. Just his dad's Naruto, and he's just being like, yep. We are Boruto, guys.
I thought I'd never heard the day come, bro. You used to talk so much shit about this nigga.
That's because now, I didn't understand it. I fell into Kishimoto's trap. Kishimoto laid out the trap. He said, "Yeah, this guy sucks, huh? Look, we even had this boy wear pink to show that he's soft. Right? He wearing nothing but fuchsia, right? He don't even wear pink. He wear fuchsia, right? You right? No one can relate. You don't look at Boruto and be like, oh yeah, I like his jacket. Like no one walks around in a Boruto jacket, right? Mm-hmm. Never in my life would you see me. Doesn't matter what Boruto does. Oh, right on, David. Twisted Savage. Hey, we got to get you on one of these podcasts, man.
Hell yeah.
No one's ever out there rocking the pink stripes with the Uzumaki on the back, right? No one's doing that, right?
Which is out too.
Because we thought it's lame. It's always gonna be. I'm never gonna wear it, right? So he set us up to hate Boruto, right? And then we're at this arc where I don't know, man. You guys still hate Boruto? You can't tell me it's all been worth it.
hold on, because I did the hard work. I caught up with this fucking show. I read the manga. You know what I'm saying? I'm up to date on manga and anime.
And you see how tough of a watch it was. It was rough.
I will say
that
that
rough.
It became easier once Kawaki came by because it forced Boruto to change. But he's still a little shit, bro. I just don't like this nigga, bro. I don't like this nigga, bro. I don't know what it is about him. Cause I mean, I'll give you this. Your point was fucking valid, like to the T.
Yeah, we're Boruto. It sucks, man. We're Boruto. And the only way we can stop being Boruto is
Shiki picture.
Becoming more Boruto. I had to put this one. This is the hardest picture he got. Well, the hardest one is the one where he's floating. That one's sick.
Yeah.
For those who don't want to watch this, I gotta show it to you. Because I'll tell you right now, when he floated, where is right here. Oh, what? That's the cover. That's too sick. I can't show that one. I lost it now. There it is.
He said it's too sick. I can't show this.
I can't show it. Terrible quality. Hold on, we gotta get high res for this. Nah, fuck it. Waste some time. This one right here. When he was posted like this, when he flew up in the air, one eye closed, horn came out, he just tilted his head towards him. He goes, "Huh? Still alive?" Like,
hey, that nigga said, "Lowly creature."
Hey, lowly.
I said, "Who is this nigga? Who does this little nigga think he is?"
Yeah,
I was like I said, bro. As Kawaki came along, bro, I started liking the nigga more, bro. He's still a little shit.
I'm telling you, that's why. I'm telling you, man. They tricked us, man. They set us up. They set us up to hate it, and we were confused because everyone in Japan is loving Boruto, and we're like, why? Why do you like Boruto so much?
Bro.
And then what did they do? They let us watch Naruto get clapped. They make us watch Sasuke get clapped.
Hey, that fight with Jigen, bro, was fucking amazing.
Ooh,
amazing.
Man, I remember watching it, and then they finally went back into like Susanoo and Kurama came out, and you're like, ooh, it's about to be sick. And Jigen was like, nope.
Psych.
Psych.
Nigga, sure you can fucking Sasuke through his Susanoo. Once that happened, I said, oh yeah, that nigga's different.
And he was talking shit as he was hitting them. He was like, oh, Susanoo's not even that strong. Uppercut. No, it's all defense. Bah.
And Naruto's like, he broke through the Susanoo, so the guard so fast. And then what are you doing, Naruto? Shooting. It was dumb, bro. I was like, Jigen. I will say this, bro. Knowing what I know about Boruto, this shit definitely is going to be better than Shippuden and Naruto.
I think we think that as well because we know that it eventually has to catch up to the first episode. Where it's destroy Konoha, and where we're at now, between that and what we're supposed to get, it's nothing but chaos. Because Konoha is destroyed. And yeah, it looks like Boruto's probably in full Momoshiki mode. I'm telling you, man, I think it's gonna be Kawaki versus Momoshiki.
Huh?
Is it Momoshiki? No. Yeah, Momoshiki.
Yeah, that's Boruto's
Boruto. Yeah, that's how it's gonna end up. I don't think that's Boruto in the first episode.
Mm-hmm. So, I never thought about that.
I think it switches on this. Yep, I think he becomes the villain. Boruto ends up being the villain. Kawaki has to come in with the role and save it.
So, Pete, this is where I was going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the manga, like I know what's going on with the karma.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that. I figured that has something to do to that correlates back to the first episode, right? Because I remember he was saying, "I'm going to send you to where I sent Sasuke and Naruto to Boruto." So to me, it may have misled me to believe that Kawaki's the villain. Like as in Amado did something. You know what I mean, to backslide on Konoha.
Yeah. I think I think that was a double meaning. I think the way they said it in the first episode was for us to think Kabuki was the bad guy, but I feel like when we get closer to it, that phrase
So,
"I'm gonna send you where Naruto," or I sent Naruto and Sasuke, I guarantee you that's gonna mean something different.
mhm.
That's why I think they went with it.
So let me ask you this, because if we're both up to date, right?
Mhm.
They said the more that they keep using the power or whatever, the more that the vessel becomes an Otsutsuki.
Yeah.
How is it that Momoshiki wouldn't have had his old appearance if he takes over Boruto's body?
Well, it's not the old appearance. Remember, it happened to Kawaki too. Remember, Kawaki grew the horn because he
Right.
used his Otosuki power.
Right.
Boruto's not used to it, so I guarantee he's one of those like used the power too soon.
But you remember, Kawaki was supposed to be Jigen's vessel.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like in a sense of he was using Jigen's power, but eventually Jigen was going to leave the body that he was in to take over Kawaki's body.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the appearance change though? He would become a full-fledged Otsutsuki, like gray and whatever.
I think if it was complete, you're right, huh? So he doesn't look like that. That's interesting. I don't know, because the way the show is going and the manga, it does look like Kawaki is starting to be that like I need to pay Naruto back for saving my life type of thing. So that's why I think when the farther this gets, I don't see a point where Kawaki just goes, I'm gonna kill everybody, unless Momoshiki transfers over to over into Kawaki.
So, that's a good one because remember Kawaki put up the idea
of him taking
vessel.
Yeah.
Boruto. So Pete, now that you said that, right? Because I was thinking, what if they pull a Tokyo Revengers? Then we get a Kazutora thing, like Kawaki ends up backsliding on everybody after like a Momoshiki thing happens. He ends up going fucking crazy and can't control Momoshiki, and he kills everybody, but doesn't necessarily regret it because what's done is done.
Okay. Boruto's getting good, right? Yeah, finally. See, man, I feel like you finally understand because you caught up, right? About how good it feels to finally be here.
It does feel good. I'll tell you that.
Because it's not only because it's finally at a good arc, but it's that like the arc is being done right.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're getting the art style that has been pretty consistent with these fight scenes, except for that one episode. I told you that episode, the $1 million episode. I call it the $1 million episode. Kawaki's entrance.
Oh yeah.
I call that the $1 million episode. That's what I call that because that thing
fucking amazing.
If every episode looked like that, Boruto would be like #1 show.
Yeah, easily. Without a doubt.
Easily. But yeah, that was my.
That was a good
one, right? That was good. I feel like now was a good time to talk about Boruto. Was how good it's getting right now. I feel like now was a good time to people to realize why they hated Boruto so much, and why we like him so much now, right?
Yeah.
Whew.
That was a good spin, bro. I tell you, I had no clue where you're going with this last MC.
I have tested this theory out with like customers at work. Anyone who goes like, "Oh yeah, you like Naruto?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." Have you been watching Boruto? And I try it on them. They go, "I don't watch Boruto. That thing's terrible, right?" And I go, "No, check this out." And I explain it to them. I tell you one thing: 100% of the time, they think I'm crazy. I've never had anyone sit there and be like, "Oh, that's a good point." They've all gone, "Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, no." I mean, they had like a Sasuke daughter day. Like, I know, man.
That's so stupid. Or they're chasing.
Yeah. But we'll see. I feel like it's weird that the anime is catching up so much to the manga. It's very close now.
Yeah, I would say it's only a couple, like in terms of chapters. It's not. It's like 3 chapters behind, bro. 3 or 4 chapters.
Maybe 4 or 5 chapters behind. Yeah. Because no. I mean it's a good ways because we're at.
It's concerning though. Because Boruto comes once a month, twice a month.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's tough. It's been once a month, but I feel like each chapter that comes out is an episode. Like that's the whole episode. Chapters are so damn long.
Right, but then you gotta think about it. It's gonna end up doing what happened with Naruto when the manga and anime caught up. What happened? Filler Central, a whole season full of filler.
I
So
can't
it's
even
just
imagine what fillers will look like right now. We're gonna get a whole backstory of Jigen and Momoshiki when they're kids. Watch, that's what's gonna be.
yeah, yeah,
That's when the whole thing is gonna be like. I bet you is Momoshiki? It's a guy, right?
yeah. Moshi,
Yeah,
Moshi-
I get confused with Hotosuki. So I guarantee it's gonna be they're gonna go back and it's gonna be Momoshiki and Jigen were both in love with Kaguya. That's what it is. That's what led to the rift between them.
Hey, no lie. You know what I thought was hella sick too?
Huh?
Like when they broke down the pairing system between the Otsutskis.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking tight, bro. Because I always thought like, what the fuck? What's up with this alien race that just blows up planets? Like I don't understand. Like one went to the
The
moon.
Tosuke is a weird clan, huh? Because I feel like they're like a super OP like founders of Chakra clan,
Mhm.
but you can't have them around all the time because I feel like they're just way too powerful. Which is why I think people didn't like Boruto at first because it was just like Otosuki's right off the bat, and you're just like Boruto can't beat these guys. The dude with the fish hook is giving him problems, man. Remember that dude with the fish hook? He's over here taking people's chakra.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, what happened? How did they defeat him again?
He got murked by I want to say it was Giant Rasengan, but it's probably something else. I think it's a Giant Rasengan.
What happened? I remember I was binging this shit. They caught him in the desert.
They caught him in the desert. He beat Shinki.
I remember that. He had the little robots with him, the fucking dolls.
Oh, his Momoshiki eye, his Jogan eye popped up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Boruto's.
Yeah.
And then what?
Alone.
Huh?
I said I remember him leaving alone after that. Like once he found out that was what's his name's vessel.
I can't remember. Sasuke beat him? No, Sasuke don't beat anybody anymore.
They did. My guy so cold, man. Bro said, Sasuke, run! That nigga, right before he's finna get murdered on the doorstep. I said, man, what the hell? What the hell? That's the true passing of the baton at that point.
You can definitely tell this is a passing of baton show. You can definitely tell this show was called Boruto and not Naruto. Like they really want us to forget about Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah,
because they set us up like, oh, watch this sick ass fight. Psych.
They went
also, I was when like Naruto got hit by those rods, and he was like, "Oh, what are these rods?" I was like, "Bro, you're not getting flashbacks from Jiraiya, man. You're not getting Jiraiya flashbacks.
No pain, nothing,
nothing." Oh, you froze again. Oh no, there you're back. You're back.
Hey, I was gonna say too, bro. How did you feel about that chapter with what the fuck is his name? Koshi.
Kajin Koshi.
Yeah.
When he reveals himself, or you're talking about this
fight?
His fight with Jigen.
Yeah.
I thought. I think it's gonna be better. I think it's gonna be better animated. I feel like there was a lot of talking and like composition, right? Because it was like him fighting and Amato talking, right? Because Amato was revealing his plan. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but Amato was revealing his plan, and they kept cutting between Amato talking. And I feel like in a manga, when they do that, is like a cheap way to get out of a fight scene because you can show something, show Amato talking, show another scene, Amato talking. So I feel like in the anime, we get to see that fight because I mean the manga, that's probably one of the worst drawn fights in that Boruto arc.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good, man. I don't know. It's not as good as it should have been. There should have been more of who Kaja Koshi is. I mean, everyone knows who he is, but well, yeah. Does he say it? He does say it. He does tell that person that he's off clone from Jiraiya, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he says it already. He said it to what's her name? Delta.
I'm pretty sure it's animated too.
Yeah, I think he said it to Delta already.
Yeah.
Because Delta was asking how he was able to get into the village.
You're right.
If you guys don't know, I mean, you guys are dumb because he literally has white hair and uses frogs. So
and fire, chakra ninja,
and fire jutsu. So I do feel like that was a weird addition because I feel like it was one that like shook the world, but then kind of like
Why do you feel like it shook the world? I mean, to me, off the rip, I thought it was obvious.
Well, no, it's obvious. I mean, when they released what he looks like in the manga, I remember that week where it came out because Twitter was blowing up. People were like, "Oh my God, is Jiraiya back? Is Jiraiya back? Is Jiraiya back?" Like that was everyone reacting to the Boruto chapter, right? And then we find out it's a clone, and we're kind of like, "Okay, that's weird." And then that was it. Even to this day, we don't know how he made that clone. He needs a body, right? Does that mean Jiraiya's body is around? I mean, we know Jiraiya's body it hasn't been found. That's why he wasn't reanimated. That's the whole thing, right? Kabuto couldn't reanimate him because he couldn't find a body. You don't have a body, you can't get reanimated.
It was so Pete. It was what the fuck is it on Full Metal Alchemist? A homunculus. That's what I was thinking, bro. Somehow they did some homunculus shit, bro.
You would need DNA though, or some chakra. You need something from Jiraiya in order because he has a contract with the Toads. You can't have a contract without the Toads without Jiraiya's chakra.
So Pete, it could be this Jiraiya. You know what I mean? Right before he died, went to the spirit chakra or the nature world, or whatever, and that's where he died at, bro. Because I mean, it's anybody can go as if they get in tune with the nature chakra.
Nature, yeah.
So who's to say Mado's not like?
But I don't know how Mado would tap into that.
I mean, who's to say he can't?
That's true. But see what I'm saying? They're not explaining anything, man. I feel like this was a very good point, like a very good story point for us to build some nostalgia on, right? We should have got some fillers with some Jiraiya stuff, and we got a Jiraiya filler. That was cool. That was sad. I wish we didn't do that, man. I was like, no. God damn it, Jiraiya. Tell him, Sasuke. Tell him. That's a tough one. If you were Sasuke, would you have told Jiraiya to stay away from pain?
I don't know, man.
Knowing that when you go back, shit might be different, but Jiraiya might be alive.
That's fate, man. You know, this is supposed to happen. So do you go back and mess up with what happens? It alters everything.
That's true. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Sasuke go back and all of a sudden just realize he's Orochimaru. People forget that was a plot point, huh? No, Orochimaru wanted to be Sasuke.
Dude, bro, he wanted Sasuke so bad.
He wanted to be inside of Sasuke.
He had a Hisoka
moment. Yeah, he wanted all of Sasuke.
Yearned for that, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, Boruto should be good. I was trying to look up stuff like newer. I've been trying to watch a lot of newer shows. Mm-hmm. They've all been bad so far. I don't have anything new.
Stop the cap.
What's new? Like new?
Ready, man.
Oh man, you missed out. Yeah, you should have talked about that. You're gonna go. All right, I'm gonna catch up on it, and we'll get deep into it next time. So our next podcast, let's take out a calendar, right? I'll get my phone out. Calendar starts with a C. Calendar. All right, so let's do the 5th. I mean 4 from now. We can do the end of the month. I didn't realize there was 5 Sundays.
Yeah, we can do the end of the month.
All right, we'll do the 29th. August 29th. August 29th, we'll do you want to do favorite plot lines? Favorite arcs? Let's do favorite arcs again.
Okay.
We're recycling old stuff, so we'll do the same format as this. We'll do like some different, you know?
All right.
Pick maybe some controversial ones, you know, maybe pick a Baruto. Maybe you like the what's her Asuma's daughter looking at hot springs as your favorite.
Oh God. Yeah, no, let's do favorite arcs. I got a couple on here that you know.
It's been some time. Cause I feel like back then we did the Great Ninja War, Anchored arc, all the usual stuff.
We did all the obvious stuff.
We did all the obvious stuff. We're gonna do some non-obvious stuff. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some random stuff to throw on there.
Couple of shows that we didn't really talk about. That I think got some fucking great arcs, plots.
Mm-hmm. Like Bofuri.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yo, if I can get a season 2, if you guys are listening, if I can get a season 2 of Maple, please.
That's so stupid. You know, we just max out my defensive stats and nothing else, like.
And turn into a mech.
Ultimate tank.
Yo, I can't. That show forever would be iconic, just because The show's ridiculous, man. Anyone who plays like RPGs or anything, like, I couldn't imagine in my last month of playing Final Fantasy, right, of all this grinding, if I only put my stuff onto like defense. I couldn't imagine what my character would be like.
How long would it take you to kill something?
I wouldn't be able to quest. I wouldn't be able to do any quests. It would just be raids only, and even then, people would just be mad at me. I'd be the worst tank in the world. Can't do any damage. Healers are like, "What am I doing, man? I'm
just standing."
Healers are like, "What? Come on, dude. I'm out of MP. You haven't done any damage yet." And I'm like, "No, defense." Yo, I do have to say though, playing Final Fantasy, I play strictly healer up to 60. Right?
Why?
So my idea behind it is, I'm already on Final Fantasy, man. My white mage is at 56 right now. I rounded up to 60 in my head because I gotta take a break, bro.
Not making me miss Final Fantasy, man.
Because I feel like playing a white mage, right, which is the most pure healer you can play, right? I only have like 2 attacks, right, on my skill bar. That is the definition of hard mode. You don't understand the solo dungeons I try to go through, and I'm running in circles, healing myself, and putting binds on mobs and running, and then popping. Yeah, dude, it's
AOE heals and shit.
Yeah, it's but I'll tell you right now, man. That show redo of a healer needs to be done differently, right? It's way too dark of a show, right? Nobody look it up. Pick something else, Jay. Don't be a white mage. That's me. I haven't played anything else, so I don't want to learn another class yet.
Bro,
so someone learn a tank so I can just heal you all the time. I'm good at that.
I don't even remember none of my account information if we were to hop back on that shit, bro. I remember I had a samurai, bro.
Yeah, stone and arrow. That's all you got. Well, that's all you got for now. You get a lot more at 60, 55. 55, yeah. I got Dio. Dio's pretty cool. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Being a healer, I want to say right now, Final Fantasy's fan base is super supportive. It's a very good fan base. I go into raids. You can go into a raid. No, there's 2 sides of it, obviously, right?
I say, bro, I remember.
But listen, I can hop into like the 24s are the worst ones, right? But I can hop into an 8, right? An 8-man dungeon and say, first time, are there any special mechanics? And somebody will sit there and type to me the boss's movesets, right? And I go, cool, thanks. But I do have to say, though, that same person, if we're in the middle of a dungeon and he's running away from me and I can't heal him, I guarantee you in the chat, capital, heals. Like, bro, if you don't stop running away from my AoE heals, yeah, dude, I understand the pain of being a healer. It's frustrating. Like, how come you're not healing me, bro? You're gray on my bar. Where are you? Why are you pulling so hard? Like, I had to like learn like phrases and stuff, right? Because I'm not used to playing Final Fantasy and their terminology, right? So I had to look up pulls, right? I don't play a lot of dungeon stuff, so I gotta tell my tanks, hey, no big pulls, right? It's tough, man. It's tough being a healer. I miss playing DPS. You just sit on the side and just attack.
Bro, I will never forget this shit. Me, Charles, Dari, and Jay were on fucking Final Fantasy, and I mean, they literally killed fucking everything. You type in the chat, hey man, can we slow down a little bit? No. You get no response, bro. They're just gonna kill everything, finish the quest, and then raid all the items at the end, bro.
Oh, that's what I hate the most. Yeah. I get all the bad raid items at the end. I get none but earrings. I got so many earrings and rings. Yeah, it's kind of like when you guys used to play with me in PSO2, huh? When you're like,
bro. You see, I don't know if you checked. It just had an update for.
I'm waiting for like 50, 70. That's why I'm waiting for that level cap. I like 50 or 70.
You like that long grind, huh?
I like the long grind because right now I'll play it for a couple days. I'll max out, my force, and then be like,
shit. They just brought Braver in, so I'm finna see what that's talking about.
Yeah, so we'll see. I just want some more. I want some more in game in Fantasy. Fantasy Star is all about in game. Any in between game for Fantasy Star isn't for me. I want in game. I want to sit there and grind giant bosses all day. I'm sweaty, man. I'm a sweat.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
Hey Jay, check this out.
Turns and
Jay, check this out. So White Mage 56, right? I hit 56 on, I'm gonna say last Wednesday. Last Wednesday I hit 56. You can never guess when I started. You never guess when I started this game. Level 56. Last Wednesday.
You're a sweat.
I don't know how long the delay is between Jay hearing this and me saying it. But either way, he's probably not going to hear this response after he types it. I've only been playing for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. And I'm only off. I'm off three days a week, but 2.5. I work from home one day.
Sweat.
But I do have to say though, those 3 weeks, it's probably a good like 50, 60 hours in already.
Sweat.
Yeah. The very first day didn't start a month ago. Yeah. You saw the post. It was like less than a month ago. Oh yeah, you saw my Instagram post. First day I played it, I got all the way up to like 30 something because I was like, I gotta get dungeons. I can't. I've quit Final Fantasy so many times before reaching like dungeons and raids. I was like, nope, I gotta get a dungeon. I gotta get a raid to make sure if I like this or not.
I'm curious, bro. I have to ask. So, are you past Stormblood in terms of the like? I don't know what to call them.
No,
Seasons?
I'm in Heaven's Ward right now. I'm in Heaven's Ward, so Heaven's Ward is
the
pretty
first one,
long.
and then
Yeah, the first DLC.
something, and then
Yeah,
Stormblood.
remember I told you there was this post on Reddit, and someone was like, "How long would it take for a newbie to reach in game?" And someone did the math and said, betting that you're a working person, right, and you only can play at night. We'll say 3 hours a day. If you play 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, you'll get to the end game, like finish all the DLC in 4 months. That's how much content it is. So I said bet, and then 1 month in, I was like, they were right. There's so much.
That is your life's mission. I'm gonna fucking.
There is so much content. Like I literally spent that whole month grinding, right? I only finished Realms, which is not even the DLC. It's just the base content.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, I just put in like almost 100 hours in this game, and I only finished base content. So I just started Heaven's Ward. But I had to take a break, man. I had to take a break. Get sweaty on a different game.
Hey man, let's run that Warframe too, man.
Oh yeah, we can check out Warframe. I've been playing a lot of Destiny. But Warframe got a huge update. Apparently it's like a whole brand new game now. Heard they changed a bunch of stuff on it. But yeah, we'll check it out. But tomorrow's my big day for racing. So we'll see how that goes. If anyone out there plays Forza, like please, and you want to just have some JDM fun, Elijah just see my cars, he see my tracks.
He's a sweat, bro. He's a sweat.
Yeah, I
drive. I would much appreciate you.
You said what?
Yeah.
You said if I what?
If you can drive.
Oh yeah.
There's people who play a game but can't drive. Nigga, you need to know how to drive.
So I think that's what helps for me because I can like understand stuff. Like when I see the car swerve and tail out, I know that all right, if I turn my wheels this way and it's facing this direction, I should be able to recorrect myself if I half my throttle and hit my brake on here. Like at one point I was training to try to be a racer. Right? I never got onto a track. I think I've got onto a track as like the test track with like some crappy car that I own, probably my Civic. But like I never got to race. So which is why I've been itching, man. That's why I'm like now I'm like, itching. It's close, dude. I was like, cuz man, like that's what I wanted to do younger.
You know someone who was hella good at sim racing off of Forza and instead of Corso is actually like racing in competition in real life in Formula 1.
Who?
I forget his fucking name, bro. But I'm gonna find out who he is and send it to you, bro.
Yeah.
Racing can literally open something for you, bro.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere that there's like some of the professional like Formula Drift people or like a lot of the racers will go to a set of Corsa and practice their actual car on the track that they're about to race in and get like actual actual practice in, like not even just video game practice, like real life practice with their sim rig.
Yeah,
Granted, I don't have a sim rig, but like it's a start.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'll promise this now to people. I won't be on here 2 months from now inside of a giant cockpit of a car inside the house. I won't do that. I guarantee you. I looked up how much it was, so I already looked it up. I'm not building a rig. I'm buying a car before I build a rig. It's almost the same down payment. Down payment for a car.
That's if you want a good rig.
Yeah, that's for a good rig. I mean, a good rig would buy me a car. I saw someone put a rig out. It was like a $60,000 rig or something like that.
Oh shit!
Oh, it shook and everything. He turned and it moved with them. All the G forces there, all the little bumps, everything was there.
Oh wow!
Like four monitors that went around, so you can just look.
Damn, man, this is making me miss slow, bro. I gotta tell you my boy setup, bro. This nigga is so sweaty, bro. So he has 3 widescreen monitors. Mm-hmm. So you have like the panoramic view, like as if you're in a car. He has the vibration motors and 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Oh, Jesus.
He has literally like a sliding chair, like in the bucket seat in his chair, bro. He has like metal alloy plate, like pedals. So I mean, like I said,
he probably bought a Thrustmaster wheel. I was looking at those. That's way. I'm like, I'll get there. I'll get there later. We'll
Jay would tell you, bro. Jay was there too, bro. We was racing on there, bro. Just fucking around and shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Those Thrustmaster wheels. It's like $600, man, for the whole setup. Mm-hmm. My setup was like half of that. But all right, that was a long ramble.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, what did Jay say? Jay said, "What realm you on?" Oh, dude, I gotta make a new character for Warframe 2. We'll hit you up for that.
Yeah. I don't think I'll have any of my old stuff neither.
And whatever I have, I probably don't want it.
Right.
It's probably better off to just start off scratch.
I'm gonna run the same shit: bow and arrow and a sword. I don't know guns. I'm a fucking ninja, space ninja.
What? Said bow and arrow and swords?
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing I'm down though, if you guys are down to just run that and just be a clan of like bow and arrow and sword people.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm with it. But all right, guys. We're gonna head out. We've been here for a couple hours. I don't have a timer anymore. It's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's about to hit 2 hours. Cool. So next week we'll be not next week. We'll be here August 29th, end of the month, last Sunday. Yes. We'll talk about our favorite arcs. Ooh, okay, we got some crazy arcs going. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Elijah like that. You see Beastar is getting like a movie or something like that?
Nah, I seen the second season came out. And I was like, I was like, I'm not gonna watch this shit. Like, the hype for it died.
I know we're in our closing remarks right now, but I do have to say though that I talk to people in my store about anime all the time. Like, if you ever comment on my hat, get ready for like a 20-minute conversation with anime. I'm lonely in my store, okay? So I get these two black kids come in, right? Younger than me, right? Probably around your age, right? And then they recognize the hat, tattoos. We're talking about Naruto and stuff, and they go, "Yo, this is crazy, but you got to believe me. This show go crazy." And I was like, "What show?" They're like, "Beastars," and I was like, "Yo, get out of my store." I sat there and I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "No, this show go crazy," and I was like, "Nah, I don't think you know what go crazy is." And I was like, "You're telling me you made it past Old Rabbit trying to
give it up,
just giving it up for Wolf, and you were like, oh yeah, this go crazy." He was like, no, it gets better. He's like, no, it gets better. He's like, the old deer dude, he go crazy, like he gets like the psychopath thing. He over here trying to like, and I was like, no, man, you're just watching like All My Children, but with animals. That's what I feel like, right? I feel like growing up, right? I bet you both our grandmas used to sit there and watch All My Children, As the World Turns. You know what I'm talking about, those soap operas. You would come home after school and be like, "Oh, it's time to watch like cartoons." And I'm like, "No, after my shows." You turn it on. It's All My Children is the ones that was like, I think my grandma's favorite. All My Children and was it As the World Turns?
I just remember All My Children. Like my great grandmother used to watch that, and then there was a bunch of like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, always Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. because they came in back to back. It was Jeopardy at 7, Wheel of Fortune at 7:30. But all right, guys, we out for real this time. Elijah, take it away.
Like always, man, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Thank you for watching this on YouTube as well as Twitch if we're doing it still. Like I always say, please support us, buy some merch, buy a hat, buy some shirts, jacket, hoodie. You know, it's birthdays, a lot of birthdays coming up. You know, people need presents, people, you know what I'm saying?
You got the new shirt laying around?
I don't have it with me at the moment. I wore it yesterday. I was showing it off. I went to Golden Gate Park to show it off.
I wore it the day before I gave it to you. So mine's in the washer right now too. So we got new shirts, by the way. New shirts are going to be put. It's not up yet. I feel like I want to do a whole wave. So when the wave hits, you guys know. We'll post it. Whole rebranding going.
Yep. I'm excited about it.
New material. How you like that material shirt?
T-shirt is hella comfortable.
There it is. Here it is. All right. Finish off.
I just had to speak on that T-shirt though. You know, this is all non-biased. If it's trash, I'll say it's trash. But like I said, the shirt's comfortable as fuck compared to some of the older stuff. But like I say, man, PJ busts his ass with the podcast and the merch. So please support us, man. Ninjaswithanime.com. Excuse me, ninjaswithanime.me. So it's ninjaswithany.me. So it's literally our name. All you got to do is put our name and put a period in front of the M. And like I said, the shipping, it all comes super fast. Like I said, we make these videos not just for us, but for you guys as well, for your entertainment and ours as well. We enjoy ourselves doing it. As y'all can tell, we ramble and braid and talk about a whole bunch of stuff. With that, I'm close up. PJ, you got it, brother.
Yeah, guys, like you said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Every week, our backgrounds are getting a little bit better, right? Last podcast was super scuffy. We're like half green, half not, right? Today, I got the background up, but it's still kind of messy. We ain't even got Elijah's up. Y'all weren't here for that. That was a mess.
Yeah, it was bad.
Once you get situated, it's gonna be cool. And there's a lot of things that we're doing with these green screens. So I honestly like our podcast without the green screens, but I feel like the green screens is giving me kind of some practice for us to set it up. Mm-hmm. You'll see more content from us. This YouTube channel is gonna be a thing. I feel like I'm more comfortable doing YouTube videos than I am live streaming, which is why if you guys follow me on Twitch, I haven't been live very often. I don't know. I don't feel like talking to people all the time when I game. Sometimes when I game, I'm like super focused. I'm just like this, and I can hear Kay like, why do you look like that? Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Laughing.
Yeah, like I can't. Like I don't. Like I watch other people stream, right, and they're like, oh, this is great, and then like they're playing Call of Duty and they're laughing and playing Warzone, and then I get on there, I'm just like. Oh, I'm on camera. I'll sit there like if you watch some of my old streams, I'm literally sitting there like this. And Kay's always like, "Why are you so angry when you play?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm sweaty, man. I don't know how not to be." And I think that's my issue. But I don't know. Maybe we'll come back, do some special stuff. I am getting this driving wheel and stuff. Maybe I'll do some driving streams. I mean, it won't be much. It'll just be me listening to music as I stroll through the streets of Tokyo.
You got to, bro.
That's like the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow. I've already installed a set of cores on it. I haven't opened it yet.
Did you download the mods?
No, I gotta install all the mods. I got all the mods ready. I'm gonna get the installation going tomorrow. Get my sort of Corsa in. Maybe I'll stream it because it might be cool. It's the first time me in VR and driving. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to shift because I'm gonna look in the car and I'm gonna reach for nothing. And it's gonna be confusing because I might be in a JDM on the right side of the car. And there's no way I'm putting the stick shift in my left hand. I don't care if it's more realistic. It's never going to happen in real life. I'll never do it in real life. I'll never learn how to shift with my left hand. If we go to Japan, I'm telling you right now, I'm screwed. I really want to race JDMs in Japan, but I tell you right now, I'm not built for it. My brain can shift my right hand without looking. Anyway, we're rambling, guys. We're out of here. All right, guys. We're gonna head out August 29th. Best arcs, favorite arcs, controversial arcs. You guys are going to hate that show and love it because we're going to come out with some crazy arcs. I guarantee you. I have one in my head right now. It's awful. I don't even think it should make the list, but I'm gonna do it because it's
Yeah,
funny.
I was thinking that thing. I'm trolling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trolling this.
It's fun. It's fun. But all right, guys, we're gonna head out. David, thank you for subscribing. We gotta do a podcast soon. Jay, we gotta hop on a game one of these days. Some Final Fantasy. We'll get Elijah back into it. We'll see. We'll see. That's a whole commitment. That's a whole nother commitment. He got too many going on.
But all right, guys. Man, my money's worth.
But all right, guys, we're out. We always say here, peace up, NWA down. You guys have a